We're not live. We're not playing.
Danni and input cruising through the airwaves. Transformers knowledge blast that never caves. Reviews so sharp they'll cut through steel. In the podcast world, they're the real deal. Jumping in the deep end, swimming with the best. Danni's got the info and she never needs to rest. Input's got the passion like a roaring jet. Together they make a mark you won't forget. Dynamic duo, never gonna quit. Taking over airwaves, super lit. Transformers podcast bringing the heat. Every single episode can't be beat.
Hey, and welcome back to the State of the Transformers Fandom. I'm Danny Dolphin with Mr.
N-PUT. That's right. You are now listening to me tag teamed up with Danny, motherfucking Double D. How you feeling this week, Danny?
Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, lots going on with all the other stuff. But yeah, staying productive, doing lots of streams. I had E-Man. He's been in this stream with me and you. That's why I think he found out about me or watched us. And now we had a good cybercast with him. It was nice to, do something with someone new. And yeah, it was just fun. But yeah, just working away and grinding away. And how you been?
She wanted to do something with somebody else.
I know. That's what I meant.
What am I, chopped liver?
No. But yeah, just nice to branch out. Like I said, I don't want to branch out with too many people. Like I said, I probably just have the same people on that rotating show. But that's just something fun,
Yeah, I get that. And it was a fantastic show. I'm glad you got to do something with E-Man.
Yeah, he liked the third party stuff, right? So it was just kind of cool to have. Something different like that, right? And
if you guys hadn't checked it out, immediately following this one, go check it out. Don't do it right now.
Hell no.
Go do it.
Yeah, you've been good yourself?
Do what?
You've been good yourself?
Yeah, I've been doing really good. Thanksgiving was pretty good. Hope everyone had a pretty decent Thanksgiving out there. My Thanksgiving was more or less a family's coming in, family's not coming in. And then we're going up to visit family, and then we're not visiting family. So then I just said, you know what? I'm staying home. And Oracle, you can go do what you want to do. I am staying put and just taking the stress out of the situation,
Yeah.
And, we went up to House of Pies, and we got a slice of pie, and that was pretty much our Thanksgiving. And then we did our annual tradition of watching Addams Family Values.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So
Sweet. I'll jump into today's topic. Our modern day or just collectors actually being brainwashed, like from subliminally being influenced or brainwashed by the industry. Define what it means to be brainwashed. What do you think defines that? Is it like marketing pressure, social media influence, social media? Like, what do you think's really getting the brainwashing going?
So this kind of goes back to what we were talking about when we were talking about influencers 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And I just kind of I thought it'd be a really good idea to kind of expand on it, because I kind of feel like to get back to your question, I'm coming full circle. I know I'm long-winded, but bear with me. So here we go. Full circle, baby. I kind of feel like, influencers and companies and stuff are kind of, I feel like brainwashing is a harsh term, very harsh term. So let's say like loosely brainwashing people.
Yeah,
right.
It's supposed to be for the impact of the title, but yeah, it is a loose.
Yeah. I think it really kind of starts like with the companies and with and then kind of trickles down to the influencers and stuff, because they get like fake hype, like there's a couple of reviewers out there. I say a couple, there's like thousands upon thousands, but I'm pretty sure. Hey, Iconis. I'm pretty sure there's you guys can reach into your pocket and pull out about 5 of them that you guys know individually, right? Like, that all these companies are kind of interacting with, and that these influencers are kind of like hype beasts. None of these figures are bad. None of these figures are terrible. These companies are doing really, really good work. Hey, Franklin. Just that kind of stuff. And then when you get somebody who is an actual reviewer, who is looking at the item as a product, not necessarily like an addiction piece, right?
Mhm.
Like they're not looking at it as like another bump from their baggie or something.
Not a bump. Yeah.
know,
So, yeah.
um,
Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
when you get people who actually review it and they're not addicted to it and they're reviewing an actual product, they get kind of shit all over, like, what do you mean? And like people start to come in, oh, this figure is really good. And it's like, but is it, you know?
It depends.
So it's kind of my point in kind of going around in the circle here is that, it's kind of made this, kind of like an echo chamber almost on what's good and what's bad, and I feel like it's led by a lot of influencers because they get kickbacks. They get free
Totally.
figures
And I'd say like, yeah, and then I'd say like, limited editions, variants, what else? Like limited editions, variants, like just kind of like those became tactics for marketing, right? Marketing strategies that make people like, it's that kind of brainwashing in the sense of like, okay, it's an exclusive, it's another variant, it's this and that. It kind of gives you that sense of like the FOMO, you don't want to miss out, right? So it's, in the sense like a brainwashing tactic, because it makes you kind of like, you get that impulse, the dopamine, you need to get it, right? And it's kind of like subliminal in the sense of like, oh, this and that, right? All these variants, all these exclusives, you don't want to miss out. And that plays into the marketing strategies, right? So it makes people panic. And sometimes people panic so much they go and buy it off eBay right away, So yeah,
well,
it just means a lot.
And the problem with what you're describing is like a lot of these reviewers or influencers or Instagrammers or whatever like whoever's getting what where, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get it like 2 months, 3 months, or whatever it is early, and then that creates like this like false sense of release, right? So like now everyone's like, oh man, this Optimus Prime is so cool, or this Spider-Man is so good. I gotta go find it. I gotta go buy it. And they drive all over town, and they get frustrated because they can't find it, and they can't figure out, how Dan Who has the newest Spider-Man figure, or how, Rodimus Primal has the newest Megatron, or whatever the case is, right? Yeah. And they drive all over town. They get frustrated, and then they jump on eBay, and then they buy it at a scalped price, and the companies know what's being sold. They can see that. They can get on there and look. So then they say, okay, well, our Spider-Man is sold for, or our whatever, pick a company, right? Like our Cody Rhodes figure sold for $60, and it was a brand new release. So people are willing to spend $60. So then what that does in return is that shows the companies that people are willing to buy and spend, so they end up reissuing things with less accessories, missing a extra head or no hands or extra hands or whatever, like no extra hands or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like $28 instead of 25 when there's no reason for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Besides just getting capitalism, taking as much as you can from the people, and marketing, and it just sucks. But yeah, and the other thing too is like we touched on that mostly last time, like the social media people, the TikToks, the paid buyers, right? But it's also like, it also comes down to peer influence, like, social, like Facebook groups, like people hyping it up, like that, like companies want to cause that, they do cause that, but it's like, instead of just having it hyped up from like someone that's paid off, or trying to get the free figure, but it's also trickles down into all the social media groups, because if they get it, or they see it, or they get it early, or whatever, like they hype it up so much too, like maybe not even knowing, they just and maybe they actually do like the figure, but it can have a trickle down effect of people panicking and trying to get it, the FOMO part of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, it starts up top, and everything, it just kind of trickles down. You get into the Facebook groups, and a lot of people will say something is really, really good. And if you get one person that goes in there, it says, they may not like it, or the wings or the gun or the whatever could have been different, or it could have had more accessories, or whatever the case is. it's almost as if like a lot of those guys or people, girls, gals, you know, whatever, are beaten into submission, right? Like, well, and then they kind of start thinking, well, I want to be here, you know, I gotta, you know, think differently about the stuff or how I approach the stuff, or I can't say it like this, I have to say it like that, I have to tread softer or whatever.
Totally.
And then that kind of creates like a gang mentality or a hive mind mentality, right?
Yeah.
And you end up in this, like I said earlier, almost like an echo chamber, almost about what's a good idea, what's a bad idea, as far as like these figures and accessory wise, and what could be a letdown and stuff like that. And I find, because of a lot of this, a lot of the long term collectors are being outvoiced, I guess you could say, or not as heard as well, I guess would be a better way to say that, than the newer people, right?
Totally. And I'd say not everyone is brainwashed. You know, many collectors genuinely just love to collect, right? I
Yeah.
mean, passion versus, like, you know, market manipulation. You know, there's people that actually just love the hobby. They live for this stuff. They live to collect. They live, you know, not just Transformers, but any could be collecting cards. It could be collecting anything. A lot of people just love to live it, right? So
Yeah.
it's a thin line of like what people are. Yeah, and it just feels, some people just, you know, follow their own trends and just buy what they want and, you know, sell stuff off, go from there. But, you know, a lot of people, they just get hooked on like, oh, I have to have it now because they have it or they said it was good, right? But a lot of people just genuinely love to collect and buy what they buy, and they do enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And
So
if you're one of,
you know, just
go
how
ahead.
conscious and aware you are of branding and marketing helps too, I guess, you know?
Yeah. And
What's up, Blair?
if you if you enjoy what you're doing, keep doing it,
Yeah.
you know. I think, you know, kind of, there shouldn't be a, like a, you know, you shouldn't have like that weird discrepancy of getting mad at somebody um because they have a different opinion of you, and then, you know, in that group or in that whatever, what, like comment section or Facebook group or what, you know, whatever it is, right? Because that kind of breeds contempt, and then people end up leaving, people end up stop collecting, people end up not enjoying it as much,
Yeah.
and or people just kind of walk away from it in general, because of the people that are associated or the people that are involved or whatever, and then kind of becomes like this weird gatekeepy kind of situation too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
um and you know, a lot of this just kind of stems from so much of all of it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It does.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it does. Like, it's just yeah, it just, you know, people get one thing and run with it the other way. So you just have to be careful. Like I said, being very like you know, aware of all the marketing strategies, and then just, yeah, knowing your line of, like, you know, not buying into the FOMO, and just you know, enjoy what you enjoy, collect in your realm of what you can afford and what you want to do. Prices go up, prices go down, right? Just have to know where you stand, you know.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. And the other thing is too is, um this is, I guess, like a call to, you know, appeal to people, I guess you could say. Um if you see people complaining about prices, don't be one of those people that are like, you know, shut up, poor collector, or Ross collector, or you know what I mean, or
Yeah, you
whatever the
don't
case is.
belong in this hobby if you can't afford it. That's
Yeah. Yeah,
funny. It is
don't
funny, but yeah.
don't be like that. Don't be like that, you know, because sometimes the Honda Civic is faster than the Ferrari, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, it's just funny. I know you don't belong. You can't afford it. But yeah, it's supposed to be fun collecting at the end of the day. So, you know,
Exactly.
it's just, you can't. Yeah, and then, you know, and anyone in the chat, like, have you ever felt pressured, or even you, like, have you ever felt pressured to buy a figure because it was like, you know, being hyped up, or, you know, everyone had it, you know what I mean? You didn't really necessarily want it, but everyone had the new Soundwave, so you had to get it, even though you kind of like the one you had, you know. People fall so much into that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, they kind of fall into like the opposite side too, right? Where like, you know, the CT Toys will do like a knockoff Mafex, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I spent $30 on this, you spent 100 on yours. Haha, loser, you know? And then it's like, well, again, don't be that person. Don't be that guy who, you know,
Totally.
stop breeding the contempt. Just be happy that they were able to get it and you were finally able to get it on some, you know.
Totally. Yeah,
You
it's
know
just
what I
like I
mean?
said, buyer awareness, right? That helps you
Right.
not fall into the trap. You have to have buyer awareness. You know, I'm pretty good. Like I'll buy like stuff I know, like you know, it's hyped up. I will buy a couple. I have resold lots of shit. You know, but it's you know just part of it. But you know, but I usually just buy stuff I like. You know, I'm collecting this line, so I'll buy it. I've never been too pressured, like if someone had this or that. I'm like, I need it right now. You know, not Transformers wise. I've have done it on other figures for sure. Like I'll see like someone hold up this crazy anime figure. I'm like, oh, I need that now.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I've been down that, like seriously. I went um trying to think, Mafex Steel,
Oh
right?
yeah. That one was cool. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially with things that you know that are A, actually worth the money and expensive. B, they have a smaller run line, and C, you know they will be go from $100 to like $400 in the next few months. So
Well, I mean,
you
I'm
know
not
what I
in
mean?
it to flip it. You know what I'm
No, but
saying?
I mean,
Like,
like, no, but if you don't buy it now for 150,
oh yeah.
you don't want to pay the marketplace like jack up later, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's very true. That's very
So
true.
it's kind of
Sometimes,
like,
yeah, sometimes you got to take the risk of, do I buy, you know, I
yeah.
Pterosaur now for $30, or do I wait and then, you know, $200?
Yeah,
You
and
know?
like that Transformers wise, that sucks. You know, some figures are going to do that Transformers wise, but like I said, those are retail items mostly, or like you know, can get them online or whatever, like pretty easily. Not all, some exclusives jump up, but like I saying, like I really hits me when they do like a new, like this figure. I still haven't opened it. I got it months ago, like something like this, where it's just like you don't get this now. Like now, this figure is like worth so much, and I'm not gonna resell it or anything.
Right.
I settle in my new place, I'll display it properly. But it's just stuff like that where it's like you know, like Transformers. I'm like, I could maybe get it, and might reissue it. But some of this other stuff where it's just like, you know, bang, it's out now, right? And you might never see it again at their normal price because some of those companies never reissue that kind of thing. Like you said, Mafex, Mafex, or whatever. That's really hard to get to sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Megatron touched
Yeah.
on something or said something I want to touch on here after this,
Yeah.
but like, you know, for years I got into Mafex somewhat late, about I think about maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And they had did right before I got into Mafex, they did like a Nightfall Batman, God, when Bruce Wayne was in Batman during Nightfall, and you know, Azrael Batman and stuff. I'm brain farting on the guy's name
Yeah.
who was Batman. But you know, he had like the claws and like the real armored up look and stuff. And I was like, man, I didn't fucking Nightfall Batman. That's so cool. Yeah, Azrael. Yeah, I want it. And so I started searching for it, and he was like $250.
Yeah, he
And
was.
and I was like, okay, I guess I'm not getting it. And then Mafex re-releases them, what, 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And Jean-Paul Valley, thank you, that's his name.
Okay.
It just
Cool.
clicked. So it's like they just reissued him, and I did the same thing with their Mafex Hush Superman. As soon as the reissue came out, I was like, I jumped on it immediately, you know, because like you're saying, it's a $300 thing or $200 or whatever it is, and now it's like half the price, so you jump on it, right? And it's not at an inflated price, you know. It's like the original retail price is what it got reissued at.
Yeah,
which is
totally.
awesome. And then go ahead.
No, I was saying that's great. Like when they actually do, because those companies, you just never know.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, you know, some of those figures are, Jesus, man, they feel like you'll never see them again, like in the light of day ever again.
I know. Tell me you don't. Especially like I said, some of that snail shell anime stuff I collect.
Yeah.
Even this Dragon Girl I got, like I couldn't get her on Big Bad at the time, and then they had her at one of the anime stores, this extra shipment of her. Yeah, I looked her up online. She was like double the price, and then they had her for retail, right? So
Yeah.
stuff like that. Sometimes it's good to wait it out, not panic, but yeah.
Like Megatron says, scalpers ruin collecting, especially when it comes to exclusives. I saw that Kith, whatever, Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine, they did like it's Mega Man, Wolverine, Captain America, and Ryu. It was like some clothing line. I had no idea what a Kith was, who a Kith was, whatever. And it's a clothing line in New York. Okay, I had no idea until I saw that stop motion trailer. And like the retail on them were like $40.
Yeah.
And now they're like 150 on eBay.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
And they sold out. So my understanding of what happened is like these things, like there were people wrapped around the store in New York, and between internet orders and the people who were waiting in line, the figures sold out within like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that, right? It's absurd. And there was like hundreds and hundreds or possibly thousands or whatever of people wrapped around this line or whatever that didn't even make it into the store. They just kind of came out and they were like, okay, we're sold out. Bye, go home.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody who got one, it seems like they posted it up on eBay, and they range, depending on the character, anywhere between like, 120, 150. Some people are selling like, two of them for $250, $300, stuff like that. And it's like the people who were excited to have like a player 2 Wolverine for their display, so they can have like Wolverine versus Wolverine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now those figures are being scalped to high hell, right?
That's my favorite time to scalp, is near Christmas, right? People always pay up. But yeah, I know it is what it is. It's tough.
And since you're selling that Nemesis Prime at a marked up price, Danny, what do you got him at? $350, $400?
Yeah, I'm selling it to Martin for $400 for a Christmas present.
Oh, there you go. And Star Saber isn't broken yet. So
But yeah, no, kidding aside, like I said, I've been selling a lot of stuff. I've been giving people good deals. A guy came and picked up a bunch of stuff last week. Mom was here too, with this for his kid or whatever for Christmas. So yeah, like I said, I'll post stuff. I'll post sometimes a little higher just because then people will give me the right amount for it. Mostly retail for these items, but yeah, sometimes you got to clear your collection. But there's a difference of like holding something, the value goes up over time, like old toys, and then just going to the Walmart and taking everything and reselling it, right? So
yeah, and
it's yeah.
And there's also, the argument that I've seen people, scalpers or whatever, they'll say something like, well, it's my time waiting in the line, and it's this, that, and the other for people. And it's like, okay, but while that may have been true during like, 2012 on down during Comic-Con and all these other things, at the end of the day, if you weren't in line, somebody who actually wanted it would have been able to get it, and they wouldn't have had to, bear your bullshit reasoning in order to give you an inflated price for something.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like people like it was a fad for a while, especially after the COVID crap. Like, yeah, you could buy something and you could sell it for 3-4 times as much and it'd be gone right away. And now shit sits. Like Marketplace where I am is just full of stuff, and people aren't even putting that high of a price on it, and it's still sitting there.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Like now that people don't have disposable income the way they did for whatever reason.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff is slowed down, and I think a lot of it, a lot of it also kind of falls onto the companies and stuff too, because they got to make their shareholders happy, and they got to get that extra 1% every year. Otherwise, they're forced into being sold or split up or whatever. Just remember this, folks. Capitalism works until it doesn't work, right? So
like a Christian, I'm gonna bail on my faith.
Jeez.
Christian bail joke, not a religious joke. Batman.
Right. Yeah. I got it. I got it. I got it.
No, but yeah, I know. It's just, I know, man. I know. It's just that 1% business at the end of the day. It's, but they are hurting the market in the sense of, like, the real collectors, like I think Blue Raccoon was saying, it just hurts the heart, right? It honestly does, But like I said, the people that truly enjoy it to collect, and they're not followed by trends, FOMO, it's the people that truly love the hobby, love figures, love whatever. It's damaging like the fun of it. Like I said, going to the store, seeing it on the shelf, opening it with your friend, or taking it home. Like, there's a huge enjoyable part to the collecting that people love, right?
Right, absolutely. And Blue Raccoon says, I can suggest digital coupons, gift card apps. Remember input, I send you those pages. Put them in the chat, Blue, and let everybody kind of pick at them or whatever. Or pick them up, or check them out. That's what I'm trying to say. Would pick them up. Like, I think I said, because I said drop them in chat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah, there's also, and he's right. There's coupons and stuff like that. Like, I saw, the new Batcave, the reissue DC Direct that McFarlane's doing for the animated series.
Oh yeah.
I saw a lot of people upset with the price on that. And they're all like, I shouldn't have to pay for shipping and stuff. If you guys put in code WELCOME10 at checkout, it basically gives you shipping for free. It's like 10% off. And if you do like FedEx or home FedEx ground or something, shipping is like $25. And at 10% off, it's like $26 or something like that. So shipping is essentially free, right?
Oh, wow.
So it kind of keeps it. I think you end up paying, instead of like $275, you end up paying like $250 for the set or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, keep in mind, dude, coupons. If you guys are on eBay, eBay gives out coupons. If you guys are on eBay gives out coupons like once a month for different things. If you guys can hold off till the middle of the year and the end of the year, for Christmas and stuff like that, Amazon is always giving out.
Yeah, you can get huge Amazon gift cards. Mom gets them from other bills that she pays through the Amazon account thing. So she sometimes gets like $400 in January on Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, and you can get huge discounts on stuff. They've got Metal Gear Solid 3 on PS5 right now for $30.
That's cool.
Marked down from, what is it, $70, $80, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know that cheap bastard. We know Anthony's always trying to get the Target deals.
Yeah, Target always has one. Like right now, I saw the new almost said Combiner Wars. Silverbolt. What is it? Legacy of the Primes, whatever it is, Silverbolt for that line.
Yeah.
He's marked down from 90 to 72, I think. 70.
Oh yeah.
And they were stocked. I mean, like full up. There was like 7 or 8 of them there at Target this morning.
It's not bad.
No. So
better than it is, yeah.
So if you guys can hold off and wait and save your ducats and stuff for a while, you guys can Age of the Primes. Thank you, Megatron. Age of the Primes.
Sell your soul or save up your piggy bank.
Huh?
Oh, Mom, fuck off about Rachel. She's not here.
Blue Raccoon says, I haven't bought anything for Cyber Monday, or I haven't bought anything for my Forge Day Thursday tomorrow. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Blue Raccoon says, so the discount codes, guys, or whatever gives you like the coupons, it's Shopkick, Geo Smiles, or Geo Smile, S More. Those are the ones that I can remember, says Blue Raccoon. And also Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot, is streaming tomorrow. He's not streaming Thursday. So if you guys watch Gotbot's Thursday live streams, he's doing it tomorrow and not Thursday. So basically, long story short, with so much of this, guys, is don't let the companies fool you into believing that whether it's the companies, the influencers, the whatever, if you're okay with missing out on some stuff, not having to have everything, and you guys, you know, can wait out for a deal and stuff like that. By all means, do it. You know, enjoy what you do, man. Enjoy your collecting, enjoy yourself, you know, and how you collect and everything. No matter what it is you might collect, right? If you still buy Hasbro Transformers and their Marvel Legends and all that stuff, have fun with it. Enjoy it. Build your dioramas and enjoy your Iceman and your X-Men and whatever it is that you got. Hey, MC DJ, what's up, man?
Enjoy your Pride figures or whatever.
Yeah, if you guys are buying vintage, buy it, collect it, enjoy it, love it, and yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't let the hobby get you down. Don't let people in the chat groups get you down. And you know, if someone tells you to fuck off, get out of here because you're poor, kick them in the nuts on your way out. That's what you need to do. Okay. And
wrong in this hobby. Yeah, I know for sure. Like I said, like don't let just think on your own, but we're conscious of marketing and buying tactics, and just enjoy what you enjoy and buy what you like and afford, and you know, remember to eat bread and drink water or whatever.
Yeah, get your water in, folks. Gallon a day, man.
Don't forget about the chickens and all that.
yeah. Get it in daily.
Any idea what we're doing next week, or just not yet?
I don't know. I haven't thought of anything as of yet.
Might be something to do with Christmas, so or holidays.
Yeah, because Christmas is right around the corner. So
maybe we'll do something fun and more laid back, not so.
Has Kwanzaa started or not Kwanzaa? Hanukkah? Has Hanukkah started? I think Hanukkah started, right?
I don't know, man. Dreidel, I made you out of clay.
Blue Raccoon says, next topic, how Hasbro stole Christmas with G2 Transformers, guest starring Bruticus.
Hasbro has been slipping. Yeah, we are.
And if you want to buy Danni a gallon of milk for her next video, head on over to her OnlyFans page. For only $2.99 a month, you'd be able to buy her that gallon of milk.
My favorite milk is Homo milk. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure. However, we must now conclude the program. We appreciate your viewership and apologize should we have inadvertently disrupted your evening. Please do not take any offense. We look forward to presenting another engaging topic next week, and we extend our gratitude for your continued support.